You form, your thoughts, your facts off of men, but men is known to be imperfect. You know what I'm saying?
Like my grandma is like this like die-hard like Hispanic little woman, raised Catholic, like born with like
Catholics are pagans because they pray to Mary.
what is that?
A pagan?
Yeah.
They pray to many gods. Like, you're not supposed to pray. Like, somebody was trying to pray
because
to an angel.
we pray to angels.
Yeah, you're not supposed to pray to angels. And the Bible says not to do that. That makes you a pagan. Literally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and there's not supposed to be dominations like Baptists, Catholics. Like, it's just all one God. Like, it's all just one religion. And the laws.
And so many people believe so many different things.
Yes.
And that's
but the thing
crazy.
is, it's all connected though.
Like, how are you supposed to believe like what you're believing?
How do
is
you
true?
know that those people believe in this is the right thing? How do you know
it's the right
yours?
thing.
Depict the
Yeah.
spirits. That's it. It teaches that.
So my grandma was like, growing up, tattoos is like a very big thing for her.
Oh, don't it? Oh my
So
God.
yeah, and that's a whole different thing, right? But like growing up, like the whole part in the verse where it says like you're not supposed to hurt yourself and stuff like that. So like growing
The
up,
temple.
I thought, keep your body as a temple.
Your body's a temple.
I thought the whole tattoo thing, like that was like a sign of like.
Have you
you're
seen
hurting
any of my
God.
videos?
Wait. I'm just letting you know how I felt.
No, I have made a video talking about that. How the Bible is altered. It's
Wait.
on
So
here.
now
it's
that
about
I
the
got
tattoos.
older, I realized that the tattoos had nothing to do with it. It was literally the drugs, the alcohol, and like anything that like destroyed your body that was not good. That's what it meant. Like the self-harm, anything that had anything to do with hurting yourself that God created. Besides, like, because there's like
you do that-
there's countries where like piercing is their sign of like beauty, and henna is their sign
Cosmetics.
of
It's
beauty.
part of their culture.
It's part of their culture, so they had nothing to do with that. But like tattoos is a part of, I guess, American culture kind of thing, and like
They're also
that is
symbolic
just,
though.
right? And that is just
and they're
something
viewed
that
differently by different people. That's crazy.
They're
but What I'm
symbols.
saying is like she was born in a stage of her life where in an older, like she's older obviously, so she has a different knowledge.
Yes.
She has, that was just not her fault,
Of
but
course.
like that's just what she viewed it. And like now, me being born in this era of life and shit like that, and I view it as like that's not her fault. Like that's what she was taught.
Yes.
That's exactly what she was taught, and
Yep.
we can't wrong her of that. We can't be mad at her. That's what she was taught. And like now that I can see that, I'm like, I like don't.
And I can't say that.
You can't be mad at her.
I can't say that being raised, well, at least me.
Like
being
you were raised Baptist,
being-
I was raised Catholic, and,
I was raised Baptist.
and that's just what we was raised as.
Yeah.
We don't know no different.
But having these viewpoints, having these views that are non-traditional, and that are basically formed off of yourself, like I feel like that's what's the most important. That it's not something that's inherited from your parents, or something that because your parents thought this way, this
No,
is how you're
teach
supposed
yourself.
to. Yeah, I feel like it's important to come to these conclusions by yourself, or to come to these conclusions without the influence of your parents and stuff like that, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know if that's the right way to go. So, and that's why I say, like, I was always raised. I was raised to think this way about the spirit and all of this, but it was never something that I came to the conclusion of. It was never something that I decided that this is
I believe.
this is what I believe.
think, and da, da, da.
You just got brought to church.
Yeah.
You got
exactly.
so it's just like,
I didn't believe in God. I grew up in church. I went with my dad for a long time. Every weekend he had me, and we would go every Sunday. And I didn't really believe. I would pray to God and whatnot. And like I said, he died when I was 11, and then my brother did that. And so I was like, if God loves me, why the fuck is this happening? What the hell is going on? Like, this
That's-
motherfucker does not love me. Like,
That's a lot. That's what a lot of people
yes.
think. That's
And
what
the
a lot
thing
of
is,
people
the things that happened to me, my dad died for a reason, and my dad died so peacefully. When they found him, he had a Bible on his chest, he had a smile on his face. You know, and I was so mad that he died. I was so mad that he got taken away at such a young age, because my dad was my best friend. And so, but now realizing, like, I'm so happy he passed away the way he did. I really am. Like, he was so peaceful, and it happened at, like,
But see, at a younger age, you didn't know that.
no, of course not. And so I was so mad. And like I said, I've been raped before after my brother molested me. And it wasn't by my brother. It was by somebody else I'm not going to name. Just anyways. But like, that didn't even hurt me as bad because I was already hurt.
But in order for you to understand that and to fully like understand who you are, what you're doing, what you're going to do, you had to go all through that. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, suffering produces endurance. Endurance produces character, and character produces hope.
But God gave you that choice. God gave you the choice to either make it or break you.
Yeah.
And you chose,
I could have let it break me.
You chose to either, well, she's going to either let this make her or break her. And that was your choice.
That was my free will.
That was your free will.
I chose to do this.
And he gave you that choice. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
like,
that's why.
But maybe it was already in plan. Maybe he already knew what I was going to choose.
Yeah, I think
He already
that
knew
too.
what I was gonna choose,
Yeah, I think
though.
that too. So this is what I think too, and I don't know how to come up with this conclusion, but I also think too, like, okay, so when he plants his seed, and this is a human, right?
Yep.
So I think that with atheists and stuff like that, he knows they're gonna be atheists because he can see the future. He knows what
Yes.
they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Da da da. But what I can't come to a conclusion is like, what does he do after that atheist dies? Does he make the decision to
Forgive them for what they
forgive
did.
him
I know.
or what?
God,
Like, because he knows what
they denied him, and the thing is,
future
that's all sins are equal.
Do you think
He's not gonna go to hell. He's all loving, and it says like the earth is in the enemy's hands, and God forgives everyone. So I don't think anybody's gonna die. I don't think anybody's gonna go to hell. Honestly, I feel like it says that when people die, some people are gonna live with God for 1,000 years. Some people are gonna stay here for 1,000 years. But the thing is, after that, like, Satan will be cast out, and there's many heavens. It says that in the Bible. And so I don't know where Satan's gonna go or how this is gonna happen, but I know that we'll be in heaven with God.
And that's the thing. Like, I guess, like, how they say he's the creator of all things.
Yes.
He created all of that. Like,
Yeah.
he created
The chaos.
Satan. And
He's the
he
beginning
created
and the
all of that.
end.
And that's what's crazy. Like, he created all of that. He created like all of that's him.
Yeah.
You know. So
Isn't that crazy?
so it's just wild. You know. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's amazing, though. It's amazing.
It's almost funny. In a way.
It
That's why-
is.
Like,
that's
it's
why-
like, damn.
No, that's
Like, what
why-
you doing, man?
It's
Like,
like,
what's
damn.
going on?
No, that's why I say he has a sense of humor. He has. It's funny. Like when you piece together everything, it's funny.
And that's why I
it's,
say,
it's
like,
crazy.
you know,
how-
And I think it's funny that people are so blind. Like,
Yeah.
it's right in front of your face. Here it is,
But
y'all.
people don't take the time of day. People don't
No,
take.
they
Nope.
the
They're
time
stuck
out of
in their
day.
ways. And you know, Aiden used to call me closed-minded because the way I thought. And
You're expanding. You're.
I was like, I'm literally like the most open-minded person you could literally meet. Like,
because I feel like if you don't think about this, you're just in that.
you're
own
stuck in that
world.
box.
Yeah, you're stuck in that. You're stuck in that box. You're isolating yourself
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But once you're on that level, once you start thinking about stuff like that, it doesn't matter how bizarre it sounds. Like at first, like it did. At first, it like to a younger minded me. Yes, of course,
Yeah.
it sounds
I'm like,
bizarre.
these people are freaking crazy, but
But-
I had a good energy though. I remember
Yeah.
being in church and I remember being safe and having a good energy, but I was like, what the hell is this?
But the thing is, you're expanding your mind. The people that are saying, you know, it's crazy and stuff like that, they're denying it. They're just leaving it right there.
Yeah.
But once you start hearing, once you start listening, you start putting two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
based off, and it's based off of your knowledge. You know, it's not universal all the time.
No.
But granted, like with like all the stuff you told me, like based off all the stuff that I started to learn, all of the stuff that I started to realize, once you started to tell me you know, these things. The last time we saw each other, I think it was for the wedding and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, and you was like, you know, I hope I'm not sounding, you know, too bizarre. I hope I'm not sounding crazy and stuff like that. You know, at this age in my life, it's like, I don't think it's, you know, it's something crazy. I don't think it's something
you gotta think about.
It's something that you have to take into consideration,
you
because
can't.
once you listen to what you say and you start piecing this stuff together and stuff like that off of your knowledge, you start to see that this kind of makes sense. You know?
Because it's like, now that I'm getting to the age where, like, I'm starting to understand death, and I'm starting to understand this and that, I gotta think about this stuff. Like,
You know, I had a 10-minute conversation with a kid I went to school with, and his name's Alan. And I just like walked up to him and I gave him this crazy theory about matter and water and how the brain perceives emotions. And he was like, "You sound like you're fucking crazy, but you sound like you're a fucking genius." You know, he's like, "You just blew my mind." And like, I don't even remember exactly what I said, but I was just practicing, I guess, to see if I made sense, you know?
to somebody.
And he said I made complete sense. And so here I am trying to make sense of it all. You know, like, we're all trying to make sense of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But I feel like at some point in life, you're gonna have to wake up and think about all the possible outcomes, even if they're bad.
Yeah.
Even if it's hell. Even if it's...
I feel like this is hell. That's what I was trying to get at. Like, when God comes back, like, you know, the atheists and stuff, I think they're going to go to heaven too, because forgive them for what they do not know. You know, that's the whole point. Love. That's why Jesus came for us. And so it says the first eon was called Hadeans, and so this is hell. This is it right now. Like, we're not going to go to hell. Even if you do not go, I don't think you're going to go to hell.
Yeah, I feel like, I do believe, like, I feel like we're in hell now.
This is hell.
Like, I
Yeah,
feel like-
this is hell.
I
We're
feel
living
like
in hell.
the
We're
shooting-
fighting demons.
the
The
shooting-
demons are
the
healed. The
shootings
demons are
and-
here. Yeah, no.
And all
That's
of that
crazy
stuff.
because for me, like, I feel like this is like the part where, like, it makes us or breaks us.
But the
and
thing
it makes
is,
our decision.
you can choose to walk in hell. You know, you can choose to walk in that. And that
No,
means
yeah,
being
yeah.
depressed and
No,
sad and
yeah.
whatnot. But then if you have God, you can walk in the light, so you're not walking in hell.
No, yeah.
Because if you're walking hell, he can be with you when you're in hell.
And it's weird because people do that. People walk in light. People walk in God, and they don't even realize it. Like, a lot of you can do that and not even know that you're doing it. Like,
Yeah.
you can, and like, your subconscious and all of that stuff is real. Like, a lot of stuff that you do, you're not even gonna realize why you're doing it or who you're doing it for. You know what I mean? So it's a very, like, strange thing, and it's hard to wrap your mind around it because his knowledge, the way he goes about things, it's so hard to grasp. It's so hard to put your mind around because he's all knowing. He's an all knowing being and all of that stuff. So, and we're just human. You know what I mean? We have our faults. We have our difficulties and stuff like that. So it's just like it's trying to wrap you. It's different trying to wrap your knowledge around all of that. So it is something that even I don't fully understand it and
Neither
stuff
do
like
I.
that. But
But I don't think we're supposed to understand.
That's the point. That's
Yeah.
where faith comes where understanding stops. You know what I mean? So, and
Exactly.
it's between the lines.
Yeah.
Always have to read between the lines.
I don't think it's something that you're gonna see clearly. I don't feel like it's something that's, hey, here it is right here, you know. I feel like it's something that you have to see through the spirit.
You got it. Sometimes you have
to
to see to believe too.
Yeah.
You know, that's why prophecy is a thing. You know.
And that's the scary that's the scary thing though.
Don't be
Because
scared though.
Because they have false prophets.
Yes,
They
yes,
have
yes.
they have people where you might believe that that's the right way, but
What if not?
it's not. What if this way that you're learning, what if this way that you're
Is it wrong
coming up
way?
with your
Or
ideas,
somebody's telling you the wrong thing.
it's something from someone else that's false. It's something from someone that
Ooh, and then, like, do you ever think
it's
of it,
not
like,
from you. It's from someone else.
No, it's from you. It's from you. It's not from God. The thing is, my church let in a false prophet. I don't know what he was from. I'm going to pull up his name because I'm going to put him in this because I'm never going to get in contact with him, you know? But he was a false prophet, and I love my church so much. But I don't remember when it was, but I had to message my preacher, and it was at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I really don't want to do this. I was like, God, please no. Like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? I did not want to send this to my preacher because I thought he was going to judge me or hate me or something. But I sent this really long message about how he was a false prophet. He came in and he made an analogy about ice cream and insulin.
Oh.
Yes, okay, yes, exactly, okay?
Oh, that was
already. And then he was, exactly. And I don't know where he got this ice cream and insulin analogy, but he brought this up himself. This was not God's work whatsoever. And so I was actually thinking about inviting like one of my friends to come to church with me, and she's had an abortion. Okay? But the thing is, God was with her when she had that abortion. You know what I mean? Like, Paul used to be Saul, and Saul killed so many people. But he turned into Paul because he was able to change. And you know what I mean? Paul's an angel. You know? It doesn't matter. You know? So it really doesn't matter. The thing is, though, he was preaching about abortion and how it's morally wrong. And the thing is, the way he was doing it, he was talking about
demanding.
He was also talking about how getting to God, getting to heaven was